There's a common misconception that large language models can't do math or they can't crunch numbers or they can't do data analysis, but they can. If you think that, you're wrong. And I'm going to show you here real quick. And we're going to look at which large language model is best at data analysis, the brand new Claude 3.5 Sonnet or the still pretty new GPT-4o from OpenAI. So let's dive in and take a look. And I'm doing this well because in the YouTube comments, someone said would love to see more comparisons. So hope this is helpful. All right, real quick, before we dive in, if you don't know, my name is Jordan Wilson. I host Everyday AI. We're a daily live stream podcast, free daily newsletter, helping people learn and leverage generative AI to grow their companies and careers. Aside from subscribing to this channel, please go to youreverydayai.com if this was helpful and let me know. So here's the data that we're going to be chewing, right? It's a lot. It is 16,000 cells of data. This is all from YouTube, from our YouTube channel. There's so much information in here. And if I'm being honest, it would spend me so many hours to be able to pull any insights out of this because it is so much information. But yeah, we have probably, I don't know, almost 500 video. I mean, we have more than 500 videos on our YouTube channel. We probably have more than 1,000. And there's so many metrics for all of these. So we're just going to hand this over. We're going to hand this over uh, to ChatGPT. So let's just go ahead and I was doing a little tweaking. So we're going to go ahead and start new chats and we're going to get this thing started. So you can always pause this. I'm going to try to go through this pretty quickly. It's not so much about the prompting. It's more about the results that we get, but I'll give you a very brief overview of what we're doing. But we are starting the data analysis showdown with a prompt and that CSV. All right. And we're essentially saying, here's the information and here's what you need to know. All right. So real quick, I'm saying, here's what I'm going to be sharing with you. It's stats from my YouTube channel. One thing that we do have to denote here, I don't know why. When you export this data from YouTube, one thing that they do not include is the view time of the right, which is crazy to me. It's actually in the thumbnail, but when you export it, it's not there. So I told ChatGPT that, it said, hey, that's not in there. So just keep that in mind. I'm also telling it to be specific. I'm telling it a little more information about my different video types because we have live streams, we have tutorial videos, we have shorts or reels or whatever they're called. And then I'm just essentially saying there's a lot of information here. So here's my first kind of prompt. I'm saying, please tell me what you see in this spreadsheet. Keep it brief, yet be specific. All right. So let's go ahead. Claude's done. So Claude went through and it said the spreadsheet contains metrics for 500 videos, video titles, published dates, view counts, engagement metrics, etc. So it didn't really tell me anything. It just gave me an overview, right? But I just said, please tell me what you see. All right. So I'm interested to see what ChatGPT is going to respond with. It went through and it responded back with the title of the columns and some initial observations. All right. Now that we have that out of the way, let's ask for our first prompt, right? Now we're actually doing some data analysis, right? So here's what I'm asking. I'm saying, what is the optimal combination of published time and content type that maximizes videos for average percentage viewed, impressions, click-through rate, and subscriber gained? Please be short and specific in your response. All right, so let's look over here on the right because I know ChatGPT. Well, actually, ChatGPT was pretty quick. I thought ChatGPT would be a little slower, but it wasn't. All right, so it says optimal publish time Wednesdays, interesting, between 9 and 11, optimal content type, longer form, in-depth discussions, key performance metrics, so average percentage viewed, 30 to 35%, impressions, click-through rate. Okay, so pretty good, pretty good. And it's giving me why this combination of things that it told me right here performed well. All right. Not bad. All right, let's see how ChatGPT did. So publish time 12 a.m. midnight. I think that's the default in the spreadsheet. So it didn't get that one right. Same thing, day of the week. Content type, it says this appears to be a content. There's a general column inside of ChatGPT. I maybe should have just deleted it because it's getting confused, but that's fine. All right, so in this first head-to-head, again, we're not very specific here, but I'd say Claude did slightly better. All right, let's go ahead to our next test. We're going to make sure this one doesn't accidentally go like 30 minutes. All right. So now what I'm saying, Identify the 10 videos that greatly outperform their peers in multiple metrics, views, watch time, subscribers gained, etc., across different time periods. What common attributes do these multi-metric winners share? All right, I'm telling it to be specific. And then I'm saying also give me 10 pieces of specific bullet point advice based on this. So I'm saying find the best videos, figure out why, then be smart and tell me what I should do in the future to try to make sure more of my videos perform like these. So again, this is something that in theory would probably take a human or a team of humans or a team of data scientists a little bit of time, right? If all they have is this spreadsheet, right? They might have to put in other programs, create a, I don't know, BI dashboard, who knows? But let's see if a large language model understands numbers and can quickly give me some information. All right, so let's look at ChatGPT here on the left. So what I love about ChatGPT is it's showing me what it's doing in Python. So I'm not great at writing Python, but I at least understand the basics. All right, so it's going through, and let's go. What I love, man, I love this. This is a new feature about ChatGPT. It gives you relevant, like a people also asked in Google. It gives you relevant follow-up questions, which I love. Right, so it says, "What content type has best engagement?" That's a really good question to start asking. All right, anyways, let's go ahead and scroll to the bottom and see. So what I love here, ChatGPT created a spreadsheet for me that I can go in, interact with, right? Let me just move this over. People don't know this. With ChatGPT, I can highlight certain columns and I can have a discussion with just that column, which is really cool. But that's not what it's about here. But it gave me the top 10 performing videos. It created a spreadsheet for these and gave me some of the most important metrics. Then it said, here's the common attributes. So it says engaging titles, high average percentage viewed, impression. All right. So did a great job. Did a great job here. And then specific advice for future videos, engaging titles, optimize thumbnails, publish at peak times. Okay. So here we go. Early mornings, 8 to 9 a.m. and 8 to 9 p.m. I don't know if I published any between 8 and 9 p.m. Maybe I have. Viewer retention. Okay. So the takeaways weren't that great from ChatGPT, but the attributes were pretty good. Let's see how Claude did. All right, I'm going to try not to keep jumping back and forth here. I'm going to try to keep it steady there. All right, so here are the top 10 metric winners. Let's see. Oh, yeah. ChatGPT did the same thing, but it put it in a chart for me. Let's see. Common attributes, timely topics, practical utility, clear comparisons, engaging titles. Okay, great. Now let's see. 10 specific bullet points for future best practices. It says release comparison videos within 48 hours of major AI tool updates. That's good. Include at least one actionable hack. Use split screen demonstrations. Create standardized AI tool score. All right. So I would say out of the bat, ChatGPT gave me more insights into how it was doing this. It gave me better ways to interact and work with the data. But I think actually Claude did a better idea, at least in the prompt handling of my very simple question or my query. I think Claude actually did a better job of giving me some creative and analytical insights on what I should do. So +1 to Claude. Now we're going to get tricky. Now we're going to get tricky. We're going to see if we can stump these models. All right. So we've determined that, yeah, yes, large language models can go through tens of thousands of pieces of data very quickly, pull out specific insights. The better you do with your kind of prompt engineering or asking for specific things, the better. I was asking for simple things. So now here's what we're doing. Visualize a funnel chart showing the progression from impressions to views to engagement actions. The sum of likes, comments, and shares to subscribers gained. Identify where the biggest drop-offs occur for different video categories. Please do this for the top 50 videos. So let's see. We got a little error. So we have this inside Claude, there's this new artifacts feature. So it tried to launch it here. For whatever reason, it didn't work. I'm going to go ahead and click refresh. So it says the generated code contains unsupported libraries. Okay, so for whatever reason, I'm going to go ahead and say, let's see. I'm going to say I got this error. I'm going to say, please try it again in a different way and use artifacts. All right. Sometimes you have to call to a specific mode within the model to get it to use it. So let's see. We're giving it a second chance. If we get the same out of ChatGPT, I'll probably give it a second chance. I'm doing all this live. It's unedited for the most part, unscripted, aside from I have some prompts ready. All right. So let's see how ChatGPT did. Whoa. Okay. Like this. All right. The thing I love about ChatGPT is you can switch between a static chart and an interactive chart. You can also go and change your different colors. So right now we only really have one metric that we're mapping right here. I can download it. I can expand it. Pretty cool. Pretty cool in ChatGPT. So it's giving me, here's the impressions, here's the view, engagement action, subscribers gained. Okay, so I did ask for the top 50. Maybe that was too much. So I don't know why. So let's see. It said, oh, this is for the top 50 videos. Got you. So the top 50 videos, here's the total impressions they have. The top 50 videos have a combined 101,000, it looks like, views. Okay, interesting. So ChatGPT did a pretty good job. It's also giving me some insights on the drop off between views to engagements, content categories with the largest drop offs. Great job here. Great job. Specific data. Let's see how Claude did. All right. I do have to toggle these to make sure that this is a little bigger. So similarly, all right. So we have overall impressions. So we have impressions, views, engagement, subscribers. You'll see you can toggle here between the versions. The first one didn't work. The second one did. It's interactive. Love it. So again, this is not an in-depth comparison. I'm just doing quick prompts to see, number one, is it going to be factually accurate? Number two, can it generate these things? All right, let's do one more here. Maybe we'll do two more. All right, we'll do one more video one, or sorry, one more chart. So I'm saying generate a line chart showing the average view duration and average percentage viewed across different video lengths. Actually, no, I can't do that one because the video lengths does not work. All right, so we're going to do a different one. All right, so it looks like I can't. Can I stop Claude? There we go. All right, so that one can't work because video lengths don't work. So instead, we're going to create a scatter plot of impressions versus views for the top videos with impressions, click-through rate, percentage represented by color intensity. That's pretty tough. Let's see how that one does. We'll put the same thing in Claude. So I'm going to scroll down and we'll see in real time how quickly it can do this. This is seemingly pretty hard. I don't know. This would take me like a year to do. So let's see how both ChatGPT and Claude handle this. It is hard. Again, this is 16,000 cells, and we're going to see if it can accurately do this. This is a lot. So, all right. So what I like when Claude uses artifacts, you get to see kind of the behind the scenes under the hood, and you can make sure like, okay, it's actually going through and it's getting hopefully correct information. So again, we got this error. All right. So sometimes I have noticed this in Claude a lot. So I'm going to say, I got this error. I'm going to say, please try again using artifacts. All right. So out of the box, it seems that Claude, again, the new artifacts feature is a little new. So it's getting tripped up a little. All right. So let's see how ChatGPT did. Did it create something? It did. All right. Interesting here. Let's see. High click-through rate videos. Is this interactive? It's not. Let me go ahead, toggle it. Okay, so I don't see actually anything charted. So it says interactive charts of this type are not supported. So I'm just going to say, oh, wait, it's all right there. It's all right there. I can't really see it. Okay, so I'm going to say I can't really see the plots on the graph. Please either make fewer videos or ensure I can see the plots. All right, we're giving each of them a second chance. I hate typing live. It's the absolute worst thing. All right, here we go. So let's look at Claude here. Okay. So love this. So unfortunately, they're not labeled. I could go through and label this, but it says impressions versus views scatter plot. So I know this is one video here that has 32,000 views, 2,500 impressions. I could say like, I could say, great. Now, please add labels to each dot on the graph so I know what video is which. I don't even know if that's proper English. All right, so let's give ChatGPT one more try here, and then we're going to do one more. We're going to do one more. All right, so let's see. So it looks like it did the same thing. All right, so ChatGPT. Let's see if I make it a little bigger. All right, so it did plot everything, but the it looks like one video is all the way up here. So it kind of did the same thing. So I'm actually going to just I'm going to grab that same little thing that I told Claude here, and we're going to put that in ChatGPT to see if I can actually understand it. All right, so let's see how Claude did on the second run here. Pretty good. So now I can see at least, hey, this is the free ChatGPT versus ChatGPT Plus, Spike Studio. Okay, so a little hard to see, but I'm guessing if I really wanted to, I could tweak it. But again, that would take me a super long time. So if you're a data scientist, if you build business dashboards for a living, you may not be super impressed with this. But again, I did this in seconds, and I'm not that good at creating data visualizations. It would take me a long time. So pretty good out of the box from Claude. Let's see how ChatGPT does. All right. So it says interactive charts of this kind are not yet supported. So maybe slight hint to Claude. All right. So now what I'm going to do, last one, y'all, I'm going to go ahead and maybe use my voice for this. Let's try. All right. I think I disabled this. So I'm going to say, please give me 20 very specific and creative takeaways that can help me grow my channel. I'm going to say, please be ultra specific and find the most untapped opportunities for growth based on all of this data. I'm going to say, there's so much data and so much room for growth. So please help me find explosive opportunities in this data that I'm missing. All right. Gosh, I hate typing live. This is the worst. All right. Hey, if you're still around, let me know. Leave me a comment. Hopefully this is helpful. All right. Oh gosh, it just did this. All right. So that whole thing just erased. Let's see if I can get it back. The voice thing was working. Let's see. Come on, video. Yeah, sorry. I don't edit these. There we go. All right. Let me copy that. All right. This is our last one, and then we're going to wrap this up, and I'm going to give you my closing thoughts. All right. So this, I'm giving the model some creativity here. Let's see. It didn't launch here in ChatGPT. Let's do this. All right. So let's see who does better here. All right, so ChatGPT optimize thumbnails with faces and emotions, leverage curiosity and titles. So it's giving me some specific examples. Post more during weekdays or weekends. Interesting. Okay, I didn't think about that. Highlight key features early. Use comparative content, interactive live stream, segment longer videos. Okay, that's good. Utilize playlists. Yeah, not all of them have playlists. So some pretty good recommendations from ChatGPT. And then I'm going to do one more. I'm going to say, based on all of this, please give me 20 new video ideas, complete with titles, outlines, etc. Use insights gleaned from this chat. All right, we'll try that. I'm just curious. All right, so let's see the recommendations here from Claude. I don't know why ChatGPT is not hitting enter. Okay, so it says, certainly I'll provide 20 very specific and creative takeaways. Okay, or no, let's look at the first one. Okay, here are the 20 specific takeaways. All right. 60-second AI hack shorts, AI tool archaeology, AI fails expose. Okay, these are good. These are the 20 very specific and creative takeaways. All right. So these were more of ideas and not necessarily takeaways from the data, but that's okay. Let's see how it did with the next one. I said, give me 20 ideas for new videos. All right. So the ChatGPT secret menu, 5 hidden features that'll blow your mind. All right. So there it just gave me 20. Wow. Good job, Claude. Super fast. Let's see ChatGPT. Super fast as well. All right. So I hope this was helpful. I know this was a super long one, but long story short, yes, large language models can do a great job gobbling up all this data. I'm not a data analyst, right? And the thing is, all you have to be able to do is have a conversation with your data. This was unscripted. I showed you prompts. Sometimes the prompts, the results and the prompts themselves weren't that great. That wasn't the point, right? So you can have a natural conversation and get better and better insights. So again, this would take me so many hours to go through here, but now I can go through here and look at what ChatGPT and Claude gave me, and it gave me a great head start. And now I know where I can go to make my next moves. So I know this was a long one. Hopefully, it was helpful. Let me know what you want to see more of. Thanks for joining us, and we'll see you back for another AI in 5 or 20. Thanks, y'all.